Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Rimworld. I am so sorry about the audio mixing on the previous video. I thought it was a little bit better. I thought my mic input was a little bit too loud, and so I had to lower it, and then I lowered it too much, and then the music overtook my voice, and I'm still working things out. But I'll give you a brief recap of our last episode when we jump headfirst into this one. Basically, we're playing a rich survivor, or not rich survivor, a rich explorer run right now. Engie is our rich explorer. Age 47, lived a couple of years in the cryopod doing a little bit of a. I have no clue. I genuinely have no clue. But she spent a couple of years doing something in the cryopod, and, well, as a result, decided, fuck it, I want something more daring, and just shunted herself off into the nearest Rimworld. I guess you could call it a midlife crisis, but let's not think about it too much. And right now, you might be thinking, whoa, didn't you say this was a rich explorer run? Why do you have 3 people? Well, first things first. Very early into our run, we actually got DWEEB, our slave. Shaking my head. DWEEB is fantastic at mining, medical, social, and being an intellectual. As soon as he gets us our batteries, the plan is to imprison him. And I know that sounds terrible, but hear me out. The plan is to imprison him to get him to join our colony willingly, so that he doesn't have to worry about, oh, I didn't want to be here to begin with, I'm a slave. Because there is just a solid chance that he has a slave escape, right? I don't want that. And I do want Dweeb to live a real, actual life, considering that Dweeb saved us a couple of times in the previous episode. Now, that explains Dweeb and Engie. Baxter, our morning sunshine here, actually showed up just out of nowhere and said, "Can I join your colony?" And I'm not one to say no to wandering vagrants. So Baxter is now officially a part of our colony as our melee specialist, our artisan, our medicinal officer. He also has social 6, so that means that I can send him alone to do like caravan trading. But that's gonna be a little bit from now. Apparently some people have arrived. Oh wait, no, that's Baxter. Sorry, I hadn't gotten to that one yet. But down here we have our cute little plantation of potatoes. Trying to get them inside before they rot. Dweeb. Baxter, hold these. Baxter, hold these potatoes. Sorry, our shelves weren't up to par. Oh, hold on. I have to go back and allow fresh for all of them. So I have to copy, paste, 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 and boom. Baxter is now, along with the rest of our colony, going to haul the potatoes into this area so that we can start actually cooking food. And that is fantastic. Uh, Dweeb is currently researching our battery situations that we can build a cute little battery thing here and use the steel from that to kind of brighten up our compound. I'm thinking of shrinking this room by 1 so that we can enlarge the storage by 1 and have it wrap around the kitchen. Maybe have our prison right next to the kitchen, even if it's made out of steel, right? I haven't seen how that would work. No, I think I want there to be space, right? I know it's cool that a lot of people are like, oh, watch my Rimworld playthrough where I put everybody in a box. Like a box. Like the sort of box that you put prisoners in. I don't like doing that. So I wanna chillax with this playthrough a little bit and build a real looking compound rather than just the box. And if I'm gonna do that, I need to start getting ready so that we can have a real inhabitant. Because I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a path in between here, right? I'm gonna bring that out and bring that over here by 1, and then close that off here. Have people be able to walk through here and walk in and out of the prison room, right? And as soon as Baxter figures out what he wants to do, I'm gonna put him in the prison zone so that we can achieve. Not Baxter, sorry. Baxter's great. I'm gonna put Dweeb in the prison zone because I don't need him to be a slave. I don't want slaves. I don't like the idea of work for me or die. I want this guy to work for me because he likes the colony, right? And these bridges are taking forever. Oh my god. Okay, here. Power, we're just gonna preemptively get a little bit started in Ha. Get started in here. Get our hidden conduit going, and then wrap that up there. And that should be enough to just get things kicking, get things rolling, and you know, in time we're gonna have a epic cute little compound, ignoring the right side of our base, maybe just annihilating this mountain just to have a bunch of wind turbines. That would be pretty really cool, actually. Maybe I reconsider putting the batteries here. Maybe I put the batteries closer in our compound. Maybe I put them on the other side of the compound, you know? That might be odd, but I think that would be a little bit of a smart idea to do, especially since we can expand over here and start putting up wind turbines and have some really cool stuff going. And yes, look down here, an ancient evil. We're gonna bust this open sometime soon, but not in the next at least 10 episodes. Kind of desperately need to not do that. But it is just a slow moving process, and until the process is complete, it's gonna stay slow. So, as much as I love the slowness of the game, I can fully understand it's boring. There's not much to do other than watch the people play. Watch the people play themselves, I guess. Look at Dweeb. Look at this Dweeb. There's just a lot to do. And in a game like Rimworld, when you start recording content for it, very hard to actually know what you should and shouldn't keep. But I think what I might do is I'm not going to use that as the battery room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over here. I'm going to expand home area. Good. And I'm going to expand home area to that. Oh! What was that? Baxter tried to hit on Engie, and Engie walked away because fuck that guy. That's awesome. Fuck that guy. Women's rights. Of course, Baxter failed immediately. That's hilarious. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to start working on our battery containment zone because I need it to be big and I need it to be reliable. Now, that might look bad down here, but ultimately it ends up being fine. We're going to have our door be right there. Even, no, gonna have it be empty like that, and we're gonna map it out. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3. No, I want a space in between them. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it probably has to be from here, actually. So we're just gonna repair that wall, put the door here, put another door here because, you know, I want to make it even. I want to make it look palatable. And then I'm gonna put little blockers that say no, nothing goes here. And for now, this should be pretty really good for a starting area for our batteries. What I did in another Rimworld is I extended it by a little bit and put a heat furnace in it because I was in a swamp. And even though I'm not really in a swamp, I am in a forever... It's kind of a swamp, let's be honest. It's a swamp. No, it's a jungle. But it's swamp vibes. And swamp. I'm not sure Baxter should work on that, but this should be good for our little entry area, our cute battery zone. We're going to put concrete in the floor for our prison to make it feel like a prison because I'm evil, actually. And while we're here, we're going to work on a wooden door for that. And then zone, no, orders. We're going to chop down some... Oh, we still have... We have a chop down wood order, actually. Pretty sure I'm only prioritizing construction for particular reasons, and I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna be so pissed if Baxter botches this. Beautiful! Is it blocked by anything? No, it's not. H, yes. We're looking fantastic right now. Ironically, some people playing Rimworld might use this for their room of batteries, and they might use this for their prison, and have each prison cell be a 1x2, but I like treating my prisoners well, especially since Dweeb doesn't deserve anything but the best. He's been seriously helping out. So with all of that, actually, we can move over to temperature and start giving cares in the world about the, well, temperature of our colony, because I would like to have this freezer room done immediately. So I'm just gonna hidden conduit and move this up and just cut it over here, actually, because it should reach those two, and if it doesn't, we can power conduit like that just in case, and then we can power conduit like this, and I will power conduit like that to make sure we can have a actual connection to that room. Hidden conduit there, and as they all build, we should have a more real looking compound. We should have a very comfortable space to build up from here. So here's hoping everything goes well, but I'm not sure. We are on Randy Random, right? Randy Random likes to particularly obliterate us. Like, removing the bushes here might just end up being a very net negative sort of ordeal. But we have actual, food. We have potatoes. It's awesome. Oh my god, nobody's hauled them. Nobody's hauled them, and we're taking our sweet time doing anything. Goodness, groceries. So I think the colony is going to definitely need some time to actually get some building done. All right, and we are back for a little bit because we have an exotic goods trader. Now, I'm not sure how much silver we have. I lied. We have 351 because we spent a lot of our silver just getting DWEEB. And speaking of which, I think DWEEB is going to be the one trading with these people because DWEEB has a relatively fantastic speaking ability. Oh, fudge, yes. Okay. So they have a Psychic Shock Lance, which, no. They have just a heart, Bionic Spine, and Archotech Arm, which is pretty cool, but can't really do that too well. I think... What can we sell here? Our gold. Sell our gold for money. We're going to keep our glitter wood medicine and our components. In fact, we might buy some from them. If we buy, we can't buy both, so we just have to let both go. Do we let both go in this case? Because if we don't do that, we can definitely get both. But do we have the food to feed both? I don't think so. I don't want them to starve. But life is about taking chances, I feel. And if we don't take chances in this Rimworld run, then everything might as well be lost. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to build a cute little area for our rams and ewes. We're going to put a fence gate here. And then we're gonna go to furniture, no, production, power, misc, and get a pen marker going in here. And we're gonna have this resolve in the morning because otherwise DWEEB is gonna get heat stroke and our ewes or rams might just wander off, and we really don't want that. So we're gonna hit that autosave and just have the morning slowly come and build out our colony. Just jump cut to the morning of. We got the end game leave the planet quest, which is crazy because we don't even know how batteries work. Like, we just figured it out. friendly AI from your past named Carlon Whitestone has sent you a message. He reveals that he has a starship hidden on this planet, and he sends you its world coordinates. The starship is in deep hibernation mode. You have to start it up when you arrive, then defend it from raiders trying to steal it until the startup sequence completes. It'll be a long, difficult series of battles. If you can get the ship off the ground, Carlin Whitestone will take you off this Rimworld to the stars. Where is the landed ship? Oh, yeah, across the frackin' continent. No, we're not doing that. We just started. We just got here. Speaking of which, that's okay. We'll have it be a little bit ugly, but we gotta get back to work on everything. So we're gonna tell everything to start working, because we absolutely need that pen done. If we don't, then we might suffer just a little bit. Get a small shelf going, spin it around, storage, allow fresh, no manufactured, no raw, no just... Oh! Baxter and Engie are lovers now! After Baxter got rebuffed so badly previously, let's not forget about that. Baxter took a massive L. Baxter's still taking massive L's. Let's not play some games, but that is fantastic to hear, actually. We have lovers, we have batteries, we have... I don't know what else we have, but we have stuff. It's gonna be great, it's gonna be awesome, we're gonna keep rocking. We're gonna put that there, and then that there, and then a hidden conduit there. Hopefully that'll be enough. So yeah, I will see you when we get everything wrapped up. Alright, and we are back, but with a little bit of an issue. There's a psychic drone male, so we're gonna have to play through the rest of this right now to make sure that DWEEB and Baxter just don't go clinically insane, because if they do, we're in terrible places. I was actually hoping to get steel tiles, but I'll do paved tiles, because I'm a chud. Oh, I wasted so many resources. No! It's okay. It's okay. We have lambs and ewes, and hopefully we get milk out of that. We actually have to expand this farm. Architect, zone, growing zone. Bada 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 bada. Bam! We're gonna get that growing zone done. We're gonna wrap up the wood carving in that area. We're gonna... DWEEB. What do you need, buddy? Low psychic drone, awful barracks, chemical starvation, 8 without a... Oh, you're... I'm sorry, DWEEB. I'm really sorry, DWEEB. I can put you in prison if you'd like. Okay, let's get some wooden fences going. Let's wrap it around. So that we can give a deconstruct order here. When that deconstructs, we're going to expand our farm as well. Now, some people might be asking, why is there no farm just not out in the open? And my answer to that is, I don't want wild animals to get into it, right? Because wild animals will just show up. And I actually don't know if you can stop them or not from... Dangerous food type? Hold on. Caused by consuming decayed or unclean food. Oh, that's not good. Baxter's gonna be in pain. DWEEB's gonna be in pain. DWEEB is ravenously hungry. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. We still have our berries. Thank God. Random berries for the win. Oh my God. Oh, yes. Look at that. Look at that power. Power! I'm gonna freeze this. get this to an extremely low temperature and bring it to freezing, and we are fresh frozen already. Ooh, Gordon Ramsay would hate us. But now we have a table for our recreation. Hopefully that makes recreation a little bit easier, right? Hopefully Baxter gets to work on this vein. Silver? Not silver, steel. Because I really need the prison to be normal again. I really need the steel just generally. And, oh, we ran out of simple meal bills. I thought it would be enough. I'll bring it to 20. No, I can't bring it to 20. Oh, and we're getting raided. Okay, we're getting raided by one guy with a bow. He has 7 melee. Pretty good plants, pretty good animals. Not much else. I'm not sure we take him if we can handle it, is the thing. Because we're running relatively low on food. I don't think we take Baxter to handle it. I think we get NG to handle it. We tell NG, go over here. Go buy our electronics. And wait. Hold your position until you see a chud. Which I think she just now sees. So they're going to have a shoot-off. We should be at an advantage because they're using a dumb bow and we're using an awesome charged rifle. And we're using an awesome charged rifle. And we're using an awesome charged rifle. There we go! No, he's dead, so we're gonna strip him. Look for where the graves were. Build a copy right there. DWEEB, you're gonna tend to NG, perfect. Baxter, you're breaking? Why? Intense pain, ravenously hungry. Big dog! Oh. Consume berries, please? Oh, he already got berries to consume. I'm a chud! DWEEB, clean the barracks. And even though he is dead, we got his jade, which we can sell, and we got his short bow, which we can give to DWEEB, because I think DWEEB is relatively good at just shooting, I believe? Hold on, needs bio. No, bio. Yeah, he can learn how to shoot relatively well. And I'm actually going to tell NG to bury this body. Prioritize stripping this fool to strip this fool. And prioritize burying this fool to bury this fool. And now we can all rest easy, sleep well, and maybe after that raid, since this psychic drone is going away, I believe, it feels like it's going away. Slightly impressive barracks, but yeah, it's going away. And because of that, I think we can comfortably start focusing on just working on what we have right now and getting things done. And we cannot have meals there. No meals. No meals. DWEEB, consume that meal. Probably a waste of meal. But no meals. Not there. Hopefully the dandelions hold our... Yeah, we seem to be in a relatively great space, I think. So, yeah. Right now we're just waiting for that because we're waiting for Baxter to lock in. And Baxter's just harvesting berries right now, so really can't blame him. Baxter's not... Isn't Baxter a great miner? Hold on. Bio? Mining 3. No, it's DWEEB that's our great miner, and he's too busy... He's too busy studying. While you were out partying, DWEEB was studying the hydroponics, which is actually going to be banger because we can start making rice inside a little compoundish room. And as soon as we can start doing that, we can start just giving less of a care about how much food we're making, you know? Of course, Baxter's the... Yes, I'm going to keep that empty for a little bit because I need DWEEB to worry about mining. Because as soon as Dweeb mines, he gets his prison cell. When Dweeb gets his prison cell, we can finally actually have him in our colony. And maybe we give this room to Dweeb. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe Dweeb gets this room for just suffering, you know? And maybe we build a relatively nice bedroom for Baxter and Engie since they're together. I think that'd be interesting. I think that'd be pretty cool. It would be cool if Baxter locked in, if he stopped botching stuff. Heatstroke on Engie, yeah, that's to be expected. But we're doing pretty good, actually. It's 104 outside, which isn't, but we, 4 people, are doing pretty dang good. We have batteries, we have Engie cooking and going across the world to get berries, I guess. But point stands, we have batteries and we're going to be building up energy. We're going to be having our energy reserve. We're cooling off already. We have a great awful laboratory. My bad. Didn't realize. Gonna deconstruct that wooden brick case. Apparently nobody likes it. I get it. Actually, no, we're gonna cancel that and then reinstall that here. And now hopefully we have enough food to last us, and hopefully the eels can survive off of their dandelions. Which should be pretty good, actually. I think I'm gonna try and build eels in Baxter's house right here. I think that would be ideal. I think that would be opportune and ideal. And I think we only have 1 prison cell like this for now. Because we can't handle, like... Oh, imagine if we had 10 prisoners and then we just couldn't handle that. That would be terrible. That ding, what was that ding? Heatstroke. Psychic Sue, the female, Engie deserved it. Oh my goodness, groceries. We are going through the emotions in a fantabulistic way. And we're just gonna keep building that. We're gonna eventually replace all of this with wood. I think that's pretty ideal, actually, because if everything here is wood, then it matches, and we don't have an ugly-looking house for Dweeb to move into when he finally joins our colony. Because, you know, hopefully he will be joining our colony. That's the plan, at least. Can somebody... We need 2 components. How many components do we have? We only have 1? Oh my goodness. How could I have been so neglectful? Here, cancel that. Start mining the components, please. Oh, we're getting a Manhunter pack? Of what? A Manhunter pack of 2 monkeys. Okay. Randy Random's just really throwing anything in his pocket at us right now. Monkey. And we get components from there. Baxter, lock in. Kill the Manhunters. Engie, lock in. Shoot. We are so fine right now, actually. And then you're going to undraft so that you can heal up. You're going to undraft so that you can heal up. I'm going to hit your health and allow you to self-tend. What else I'm going to do is I'm... thinking. Production. Butcher table. I think we go evil mode. I think we make a butcher's table. And since it's raining, it's gonna be cold outside. Hopefully it's cold outside. I hope it's cold outside. It's not getting cold outside. Oh, this would be terrible weather to live through. Baxter, I need you to lock in, though. I need you to make that battery, because we're getting as much power as we can get, and, like, we need the ever-living goodness of these batteries. Perfect! Now we're gonna bust the floors out. We're gonna get some paved tiles going on. It's gonna be like, oh, you don't have anything in your storage. But it's gonna be normal because we have a bunch of steel up here, actually. And yeah, this thus begins the start of a fantastic colony. Really, this is going great. Knock on wood and everything like that, because we're playing up against Randy Random. We can literally just get hit by a tornado and die. But this is going great, and I'm so proud of our pawns right now. I've got no clue what this guy's doing. Oh, that's legendary. The hauling? Oh, the hauling? That's legendary. But yeah. Hopefully, we'll have more to our colony, I guess. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with where things are. Hold on. Hold on. I knew I was forgetting something. I knew I was forgetting something! We have to have a dresser here. And table here. Normal table here. Wooden chair here and here. Just for the sake of it. And a bookcase here. Then we need a wall lamp here. And then we need... There's a mad castaway! Okay. Okay. I'm gonna wait for it to cross the river. I'm gonna wait for it to get close. I'm gonna wait for... And then Baxter! Wake up! Kill this castaway! In Baxter we trust. Look at this fool. Look at this fool. Ooh, he pulled up on the wrong guy. Come on, Baxter. Show him what's up. Yeah! 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 Yes! Powerful. And then what we're gonna do here is we're gonna add a bill, butcher creature, do forever. And then we're gonna disallow these monkeys to allow them to decay there. Gonna go back to architect, get a cooler out. Cool up the prison zone. Do you think DWEEB is like wondering why we're getting a, you know, like a prison? Why we're getting a prison cell? Do you think he's curious? Do you think he's like, I wonder what's going on with that? That's pretty weird. Anyway. We're gonna harvest these as well. And we're gonna be back when we get more to our colony. All right, and we are back. Not much has happened to our colony, but Fur Captain with great shooting. Oh my goodness. I know we wanted DWEEB a part of the colony, but I think we have to take her. She's just kind of a legend. We kind of have to put her in prison, actually. And then we tell her to prioritize working on the... I know. Okay, hold on. Something's up. We don't have components, which makes sense. We spent a lot of them. So we're gonna have to tell NG to work on that. Go to temperature and get a passive cooler going in the corner. Capture you again. And then we're gonna have to go on a journey with our eyes right now to mine this vein. No, don't mine that vein. Actually, there is, like, terribleness waiting for you. Mine that vein, dweeb. Mine that vein, dweeb. Clean her prison cell. There we go. And I think we have to keep expanding our potato farm. Hold on, if we go to production, Hydroponics basin for 100 steel and 1 component. That's gonna be the rough part. Components make the game roll around, right? So we're unfortunately still stuck with potatoes. I'm gonna bring up the farm like this. We're gonna go to zone. We're gonna do growing zone. And we're gonna increase our potato growing zone to that. And we're just gonna keep expanding on the farm. Ew, one has given birth? Ooh. Male lamb. Okay. You're female? You're male. I'm a little worried. I'm not sure if we can handle 3. I'm a little worried. I'm not sure we can handle 3. Yeah, our dog literally just said, what if that food was mine? Our dog is just straight up bullying our eels. So we're gonna get those components up here and use those components to build an actual... actually... Even on a midday, we're doing pretty good with these, which is crazy. Do we want to push it? I'm not sure if we do. Minor break risk on DWEEB. Why is that? Ravenously hungry. Feed yourself somehow. Oh, our potatoes are almost done. No, they're not. They're 67% done. Animal disease! No! Okay, Baxter, lock in. We need to prioritize tending to cadence. And then you need to clean the barracks. Starvation from you, which is not good. Perfect. Less perfect. Perfect! Berries! When you're in an unfair world, you can always rely on berries. Harvest botched. Fudge, dude. Minor break risk on DWEEB. Hungry still? Look, DWEEB. That's rough, buddy. No, that's just rough. Okay. How are we going to solve this? We're going to solve it by going to structure, pausing the game, checking our wood supply is 64. We don't have much wood. The monkeys are still decaying, but we still have to mine vein. In mining that vein, we have to make a bunch of steel walls over here because we're making another house. In this house will be floors. Not those floors, apparently. We have like sandstone, but we can't use it because it's so expensive to use it. Let's see, how much would this be? Yeah, absolutely not. Straw? No, we don't have any hay. But we're gonna have a house here because what's gonna happen is we're gonna have the furniture of a double bed. We need steel. We need steel out the wazoo right now. Dag nabbit! We're gonna put a dresser right there. Wooden end table right there. And then we're gonna have a bookcase right there. Then we're gonna have a not power plant, a potted plant right there. And we're gonna put that there. And we're gonna come back when this building is done, or when I get hit by a catastrophe. All right, and we've built a little bit. We've got this going on right now, and I'm excited for it to be finished. It's a pretty cute little bedroom. Outside the fact that it's absolutely terrible right now, it's a pretty cute little bedroom. But we have traders coming in. We're gonna wait for the traders to go by the decaying animal corpses to send DWEEB to talk to them. Because currently DWEEB is our social pawn. They have no components, but packaged survival meals. We can sell our short bow for 43 cents. God, no. This is not an elegant trade because we need these components. But the sheep wool jacket. These traders are absolutely crazy and out of their mind. We're not paying that much for packaged survival meals. 31 is absurd. So Dweeb gets to go back to bed. In fact, if they weren't a part of our friendly-ish faction, I'd honestly just tell them to annihilate them and take what they have. Also, fortunately, we're not raiders, evil psychopaths, so we don't have to worry about much about, we do not have to worry about much in relation to that. Oh, we're gonna get a cooler going right here. Then we're gonna get a cooler going right here. When that cooler's all done. You know, these pawns absolutely suck at playing horseshoes. They never hit... I was just about to say they never hit one, but that one came very close. No! No! Fur's leaving! We absolutely fumbled Fur! That's crazy! That's crazy! Oh, I'm so bad at this game! Oh, I'm so terrible, terrible, terrible! Oh my goodness! How could I have been so blind, so naive? How could I have been so foolish as to lose our only prisoner that we've gotten in this run? That's just straight up insane. I'm so bad. Anyway, let's set owners for NG and Baxter. And then let's deconstruct this and deconstruct this. And then tell Baxter, I think we need to arrest a dweeb in our midst. Yes, I'm only doing this so that dweeb is... Oh, that was sad. Baxter just showed up and dweeb was like, hello. Recruits. And Baxter, you are on recruitment duty. We need dweeb to join our faction. We need dweeb to be a part of our faction. Not as a slave, but as a willing participant of our workforce. Went from 18 to 17.4. He has a low mood and a low opinion. He's ravenously hungry. And somebody's suffering from heat stroke. Her name is NG. She botched another... Oh, we're just suffering right now. We're just suffering. This is so rough. At least we get to keep expending our zone. Yay. Oh my god. This is rough. This is rough. This is rough. This is rough. Hopefully our potatoes are good soon so that dweeb can be well fed again. I will see you when things brighten up. And I think we have what might be the last encounter of the day. A mad chinchilla. A single mad chinchilla just to do a 7. The progress that we've had since, the last jump cut wasn't really the biggest between you and me. I've learned that if you keep Dweeb's prison cell maintained and clean, then Dweeb, his resistance goes down by 1 rather than, percentages. That's about it, though. One of our batteries broke. I've been keeping NG's and Baxter's room relatively clean. And they've been going around and harvesting, including these ambrosia, which I'm hoping to give to to Dweeb to sate his chemical fixation. But right now, we just have a mad chinchilla to deal with. Unless the mad chinchilla takes out one of our colonists, It'll be an unfortunately uneventful sort of day. All this medicine. And Engie, you lock in! Engie! Okay, Baxter. I need you to go support your girlfriend. Great, she didn't need help. And that was the attack of the mad chinchilla! We're gonna allow it so that NG goes and butchers it, and then we get more food, and then we can give more food to DWEEB and so on. And hopefully something like that occurs, but who knows? Things are just getting a little bit rough right now. I learned that one of our sheeps are actually pregnant, and I'm not sure how much we need that. If at all. I don't think we need that, actually. It's rough out here. Out in the life of the Rimworld. And she really, really didn't expect to go to a Rimworld and meet such an attractive person such as Baxter and have to struggle as much as this, but I like to imagine she's been enjoying it. I like to imagine she's been seeing what it's worth and been appreciating the life lessons that she's learned from it, you know? Now Baxter's gonna feed his girlfriend. That's so adorable. And I'm just gonna give it one more in-game day for this play session. Let them catch up on hauling their potatoes. Let them cook a little bit. Let them cook. Like the kids say, I'm cool and hip. I promise. And then I'm gonna expand the growth zone once more by giving us even more potatoes. And hopefully this does us good favors. This is the wonkiest growth zone I've ever seen. But NG's feeling all right now. We have 4. Oh, that's great. We have 4 simple meals. Now Baxter can go and give one to DWEEB, and he's not doing that. He's eating his own first. Now he can go and give one to DWEEB, and then DWEEB's going to feel great while they're talking. His mouth's going to be full, so his arguments are going to be dull. Oh, and it worked! Went down by a whole 1.1! Now they're on their hauling adventures. Oh, this is great. Hopefully NG, locks in soon. Yeah, there we go, there we go. And then we pull out the deconstruct order to get rid of this and that. And then we go to zone and then add in our growing zone. And this is the most odd and awkward growing zone we've ever had. But it's okay. It is perfectly fine for now because it works. We have, finally, 12 simple meals. That is fantastic. Hopefully it leaves us with just enough to be able to, I don't know, put some here. And if it doesn't, the dandelions seem to be doing a relatively good job. But look, that's the male one. Sorry. Female. Frick. Sorry. Health. Pregnant. Late stage. We're gonna have another one soon. If it's, Oh! Oh my goodness! They have not even been here for like a month of actual days! And they're getting married! Okay, let's do this right. Misk, I think it's in. Yeah, marriage spot. We're gonna have the marriage spot be in their room. Because we don't have any other good marriage spot. But a marriage spot in the room is comfy, cozy, and frankly fucking lovely. So NG and DWEEB are gonna get married. No! Okay, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna... Furniture. Bam! Animal sleeping spot. Pow, pow. Give the dog back to NG and Baxter. Turn this into a medical area and tell Baxter to... Which of them is sick? You? Baxter, why can't you treat them? What's going on? hold on, deconstruct. Animal sleeping spot right there. I'm going to turn that into a medical place, and then Baxter should now be able to. No? Angie? How odd. Maybe now? Yeah, already tending to. Perfect. And hopefully they get over it. I'm praying that they do, because, I mean, actually, they're a male. We can't just kill them. We can't just get rid of them permanently. That would be beneficial to the colony. And we have our people going back to sleep. We have our batteries filling back up. And we have DWEEB in prison, which is not nearly as much of a flex as I want it to be. But he's in prison now. I don't think he deserved it, but it needs to happen for him to... Whoa! He hates Angie. Oh, he and Baxter are chill, but he hates Angie. Do you think Angie's trying to do that cute thing where he's bonding with another man by talking about his marital disputes now? And then DWEEB only gets that context, and DWEEB's like, Angie, you suck ass. Do you think that's what's happening here? It could be. It very well could be. And our dog is eating our simple meal. Frick fracker. Oh, we're doing so good in getting his resistance down. I'm so excited to have him back on the colony. And with our flume miner, 5% above. We're doing great. We're doing great right now. Even if it means that we have to resow these lands, we're doing fantastic. And we are currently not in the middle of any dire event. And because of that, I think we are in a safe place to end today's video. I'm sorry it took so long, and I'm sorry you couldn't hear me in the last video, but if you made it this long, it means a lot to me. And I would really like it. I would really, really appreciate it if you could like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps the algorithm get started. It helps me feel like I'm doing something right. It helps other people get to see this video if you really enjoyed it. And, well, if more people see the videos, then that means that I can put a lot more time into making these videos mean something, you know? Put some funny edits in these videos. So if you'd like to see that, or if you just like the videos, buttons are down there. And I'd love to see your name show up in my comment section, because I will read all of them, because I don't have any subscribers, so I can do that now. But until next time, this has been Rimworld, episode 2.